Okay, let's get right into it. You know the scene. You're on the pitcher's mound, the inning's been a little rough, and then you see it. The coach is walking out to you. You know exactly what's coming. You're getting pulled. And that walk from the mound to the dugout, man, it could feel like the longest walk in the world.
If you've ever had that little heart drop moment as you hand over the softball, I just want you to know you are so not alone. Honestly, it's one of the toughest things any pitcher goes through.
That walk can just be flooded with these huge feelings, right? You might be fighting back tears, you're definitely frustrated, and yeah, maybe there's a little bit of embarrassment mixed in there too. So today, we're going to break down why that moment feels so big, and way more importantly, how you can walk through it with your head held high. All right, first things first, why does this feel like such a huge deal? Let's get into what's actually going on inside your head and your heart. Because, just understanding those feelings is the first step to getting a handle on them. When a pitcher around, say, 12 or 13 years old gets taken out of the game, it's like a storm of emotions hits all at once. You've got embarrassment, right? That thought of, everyone just saw me fail. Then there's the frustration, that I know I can pitch better than that feeling. And underneath it all, a fear of letting people down, your parents, your coach, your team. It's like you're feeling judged, and it all just piles up into this one giant ball of pressure. So here's the absolute most important thing to get. These feelings are 100% normal. They are not overreactions. At your age, you're still figuring out who you are, and it's super easy to connect your worth as a person to how you perform on the softball field. What you're feeling isn't crazy. It's just human. Okay, now let's do something really useful. Let's flip the script a bit. To really get what's happening, you got to try and see this moment from a totally different angle, your coach's.
You have to understand this. When your coach pulls you, it's almost never ever personal. Seriously, they're looking at the whole game. Maybe they're just trying to protect your arm because you've thrown a lot of pitches. Or it could be a strategy thing for the next few batters. Sometimes it's about resetting the rhythm for the whole team. And get this, sometimes they pull you before things get really bad just to protect your confidence for the long run.
This right here, this is the mental shift that changes everything. It's so easy for your brain to jump to, I'm a bad pitcher. But the reality is much simpler. I'm a good pitcher who just had a tough inning. Learning to separate a single moment from who you are, that's a superpower. That's the key to bouncing back. So now that we kind of get the why behind the feelings, let's get practical. What can you actually do in that moment to feel better? It's time to build your own mental toolkit. Okay, the very first thing you can do is something I call the 60-second reset. As soon as you get to the dugout, just find a spot and sit down. Before your mind starts racing, take one slow breath in and one slow breath out. Go grab a sip of water, and then just try to name the feeling in your head. Just say, okay, I'm feeling frustrated. That simple little act can seriously calm your whole body down. You know that little voice inside your head? It matters a lot. So instead of letting it spiral with negative stuff, have a few positive things ready to go. Little scripts you can tell yourself, like, I'll get another chance, or, hey, tough innings happen to literally everyone. Even, this is just part of getting stronger. These little phrases can completely change your perspective. The good news is you are not in this by yourself. Your parents and your coaches, they're a huge part of your support system. And how they react can make all the difference in the world. So let's talk about their role in this. For all the parents out there, your reaction after a tough outing is so powerful. Right after the game, in the car ride home, your kid doesn't need a play-by-play of what went wrong. They don't need the "you should have done this" conversation. What they really need is just your calm, quiet presence. And this might be the 6th most powerful words a parent can say. I love watching you play. That's it. It's simple. It has 0 conditions, and it reminds your kid that your love and your pride have absolutely nothing to do with how they performed that day. All right, now for the coaches. A pitcher is going to remember how you handle these tough moments way longer than they'll remember their ERA from that game. Clear, calm, and positive communication is everything. It's what protects a player's confidence. A quick, simple explanation on the mound can change everything. Something like this. Hey, you battled out there. I'm giving you a break so we can reset. You're still my pitcher. And that last sentence, you're still my pitcher. That's huge. That tells them it wasn't a punishment, it was just a coaching move. Okay, we've gone through a lot here, so let's bring it all home and wrap this up with the most important things to remember for the next time you have to make that tough walk. If you take away nothing else, remember this. Getting pulled from a game is a normal part of softball.
It happens to the best of the best. Your feelings about it are totally valid, so let yourself feel them. Believe it or not, these are the moments that build your mental toughness. And most importantly, your value as a pitcher is never, ever defined by one bad inning.
So I want to leave you with this idea. A tough inning isn't a failure. It's actually an opportunity. It's a chance to practice your mental game, to learn something new, and to get stronger. So the real question isn't if it will happen again, it's what are you going to learn from it when it does?